Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we're heading into work. We got up like normal this morning, got ready, saw the news from E3. Bethesda had their games conference. It's got to be said, Bethesda are going to walk E3 this year. It's basically theirs. They don't even everyone else can just go home, because the other two big ones, Ubisoft and EA, aren't going to touch it. So the two big announcements, Doom, fucking Doom, looks incredible, and that's coming out in spring next year. And what's the other one? Fallout. Both of them look great. Dishonored 2's coming, which looks awesome. But no, the best thing is that Fallout's coming out, and the graphics don't look ridiculous, and that's brilliant, because that means that's what the graphics are actually going to be like, which is awesome sauce. But anyway, otherwise came in this morning. I was expecting a bit of traffic, so I'm actually here a little bit earlier than normal. I'm actually not. I just spent some time cleaning my windscreen because it's a bit messy. It's a bit dirty, it is. So I'm going to be there on time. I've got to do basically 5 days of 8 till 5, and then no, 8 till half 4, and then one like slightly longer by 15 minutes kind of day, which I guess will naturally fall out from like if I'm running something late, you know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about flexi this week, which is good, thanks to Friday's 1.75. Yes. But yeah, otherwise though, today Ben's back. He's been on holiday for 2 weeks, so we get to find out about his brilliant holiday. He gets to find out what's been going on at work, which is going to be good. I literally am still not sure either, to be fair. Like, I didn't really do much on Friday. I was just catching up still, so I don't know what the plan is or anything. But in the background, I'm going to be planning, if I get some spare time, I'm going to be using that to plan all of my like boards and stuff for my dissertation, which is good, because I had some ideas overnight as to like the best way of approaching it, which is always good. Otherwise though, shopping day today. What else is going on today? What isn't going on today? So I want to know. Yeah, no, it's literally just that, just work and shopping, really. Oh, and I also managed to get the best spot in the parking lot, which is great. The best spot in the lot, and I'm super happy with it. I love it when I get a good parking spot. It makes me day. It does, it makes me day. Oh, Ben's here, and Jason's here. Happy days. Get down there, boys. Wait. Paul's not here yet though. God, unless Tracy's back. Who knows? What's going on? Maybe Julian's back as well. I miss Julian. Julian's a beast. Julian and Tracy are like in Ost, basically. They have been in Ost for a while as well, which sucks, because I miss them, man. They were part of our team. Right, let's get to work. I was hoping it would stay cool today, because then I could go and get petrol and not think, oh, it's going to be less good quality because it's warm. But unfortunately, it's warmed up, which is a pain. And also, who needs friggin' 1 hour? I just did 1.75 flexi. It's 5:15, and I'm leaving work. Happy days. Which means I now only need like 3 ones and a 0.5 to finish. Happy days. And at this rate, I bet you tomorrow I'll end up staying past 5 again. It's doing my head in. Want to leave at 4:30. I've got shopping to do tonight. Damn. I don't actually mind leaving late. It's just that like the traffic's slightly worse, and you get back slightly later, and it just, well, I guess it doesn't matter today. It would bother me tomorrow rather than today. It's because I'm just going back and just doing some shopping, you know what I mean? I don't really, it's not like time critical task, is it? But what's been going on today at work? Work has been, it's been alright. Ben was back, so he like got up to scratch with everything that we were doing. Hello. I went through some of the results that we ran over the weekend. We did pretty well. If I got those results in a exam, I'd be happy with them. So went through that, but then I also had to spend my day regenerating a load of test data, which is what I'm currently doing now. It's why I left late as well. The process is going to take over a day to do. It may speed up overnight because the databases aren't being used as much, but it takes a while. It does, and it's firing off now as I speak. It is, yeah. But it did take me all day to get to that point, because last time I got the test data, I was told, yeah, we won't have to do it again after this. So just like butcher this thing, and then that will get the data for you. Just change how it saves it all, save it to file instead. Happy days. I'm like, right, sweet. And then once I'd finished it, I turned my computer off and shut everything down, and took everything off my RAM disk because I went on holiday for a week, didn't I? And I do that every weekend. And then they were like, oh, by the way, we're going to regenerate it. You still got that thing? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I? I mean, it was like 3 weeks ago, and I've turned my computer off since then. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, that's annoying. It's relatively annoying. So I mean, I had to spend the rest of today doing it all again. I've done it slightly better this time though, and we're going to sort it out so I can check it into a different area, so that we can just pull it down again in future. Where's my car? There she is. Hello. Told you it was a good spot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, girl. It's a bit warm though, so car cam's going to have to wait. And also, I'm conserving fuel on the way back because I need to make it to Sainsburys. Lol. Having said that, like the red, you know, the red section of the fuel gauge, it's like a quarter of a tank. It's genuinely, that chunk there is about a quarter of a tank. It goes into the red line. So I've probably got so much more petrol to use after it. But anyway, you know what it is. You see it and then you're like, oh, should really pay attention. And then you hit the road and then you just speed up to the speed limit all the time. I love my car when it's lightweight, when it's light and doesn't have any fuel on it. It likes it. You can visibly tell when it's got no fuel in it. And it's like, yeah, friggin' go, Jamie. Go for it, mate. Go on. Get it down, boys. I was trying to think then what else it would have to tell you. There was one thing as well. Like, you know how I'm deployment boy at work at the moment. I'm in charge at deployments, and I work all that kind of stuff out. But I was sat there, and I'm like, right, just code along. And then, like, Dave just goes, oh, I've sent you an email. We need to put that on the box and start it. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, literally, he said that, and a minute later, I'm like, what? Did you go and check my email, find it? And I'm like, oh, there it is. And he goes, right, Steve's going to send you a file. Let me know. Steve's going to send me a file. We'll send you a file. Use that. And I'm like, what the hell? And then suddenly, like, 8 people just swarm around my computer. And I just, like, do what they say. And I'm like, I've got no idea what I'm doing here. And then Steve starts explaining me through his file. And I'm like, mate, I don't even know what this file is. I don't even know what I'm running. I'm just being given something to run. So it was pretty funny. I literally just sat there trying to do something else. And then all of a sudden, everyone around my computer, and I was just like, what? How come? And then the boss came over and he had to, like, remote into some machines that we're not supposed to be remoted into. And then, it had nothing to do with me. I had no idea I still don't know what happened. But I did it. That's all that matters. Right, dinner done. It's now time to go do some shopping. I've written my shopping lists. It's actually going to be a relatively small shop this week. I've got quite a lot of stuff that just needs to be used. Like, I've just realised I've got like 5 different packs of sausages. I've got like 2 different sausage meals back here. I've got 1 chilli. 2 curries, is that? I should really check that because it's going to affect my meal plan. That's another sausage bean thing. Hold on. Okay, no, never mind. Somehow I've got 2 curries, 2 sausage bean things, 1 chilli, burgers, 5 packs of thingies, leftover Ben and Jerry's. Got a bread. What else have I got in it? Hold on, put that like that so I don't put it on the floor. More sausages, chicken breasts, 2 steaks. So, the plan of attack this week is to use half of this as much as possible. We're going to be using as many sausages as we can. I'm going to be back next week, then it's batch cook week. We prepared for that? Yeah, we're prepared for it. Bring it on, mate. Get it down, boys. This week, though, is a cheap week. Right, we're going to go out. We need soup. So I'm going on the hunt for soup, for cheap soup as well, and also potentially the hunt for crunchy nut as well, because I'm nearly on my last box of crunchy nut. So I'm going to go by Tesco, Asda and Sainsburys. We just need to get petrol. Let's hit the road. I ain't got my wallet ever, so it's a good job I did come here first. Right, we'll see the price here and then we'll head back, get my wallet, then go up to Sainsburys. Ugh. Okay, definitely got my wallet and definitely got my card before I put petrol in. Yes. What would they actually do if you filled up your car with petrol but didn't have a wallet or any way of paying? Because like, they'd have to take your word for it, wouldn't they? You'd have to just say, well, I don't know. Because it's not like, I'd imagine they'd say like, take something as like a phone or something. As here's my phone. I'll promise I'll come back, lol. But like, what if you had a really shit phone and it wasn't worth like 50 quid? You know what I mean? Like, because it's not like they can take your keys and say no, you can't have your car. They'd probably take the car key, but then how would you get home? It's not like you can get money, is it, to go home because you ain't got your wallet. Anyway, it's a good job really. I went to Tesco because A, it meant that I didn't drive all the way up here and then have to drive all the way back just to drive back again, and B, it meant I didn't put petrol in my car expecting without a wallet, you know. Otherwise as well, I had 40 miles left on the tank. I don't know, I don't think my car's very good at telling me how much fuel it's got. Because like, according to the needle, I've got between a quarter of a tank and an eighth of a tank left. According to the mileage that it says it can do on that amount, I've got about a tenth of a tank. Because it says like I've only got range for 450 miles, now I've got like a full tank. But I walked past 450 miles. Because I average, like, that's like, how many miles to the gallon? Oh, it's miles to the gallon, not miles to the litre. That's annoying, isn't it? Why do they sell it in litres, but do miles to the gallon? How many litres are there in a gallon? Just got Google to do the maths for me, and that kind of makes sense, to be fair. Roughly speaking, I've got a 10-gallon fuel tank, and I do about 45 miles to the gallon, so 450 miles is its thing. So I had a gallon left, more or less, when I left for Sainsburys. So I had, yeah, tenth of a tank still. Right. Tesco was rubbish for deals. Tesco always is rubbish for deals. They never have anything good, except Crunchy Nut. They are quite good on their Crunchy Nut. They seem to have Crunchy Nut half price. Like every time I'm in dire need of Crunchy Nut, they have it on half price, which is good for me. But now we're going to go to Asda. Hopefully they've put their soup on offer. I need soup. They don't even do my soup in Tesco. I'm drawing a crowd, boys and girls. Everyone's watching me. If I didn't need petrol today, I could have walked to get my shopping. I've got that little to get, but I needed to service my car. It's been up and down the motorway, hasn't it? I haven't checked it since I went up to Leeds, so I needed to check its tyres and all that, because it's gone a long way. I actually had more air in than I put in. Magic. It was a rookie mistake not bringing my sunglasses. Soup, still, bloody not on offer. God damn. Oh no. Kind of makes sense checking my tyres in again though today, because it means like I don't need to check it again now, as long as I still park it where I'm parking it at the moment. Don't need to check it again until I next serviced it to go up to the M1 again. I go back to Nottingham for Laura's graduation. You know, and I wasn't particularly planning on going back to Nottingham this early, but I've been invited, so let's go. I'm going like next month, so I've got a month to use that tank of petrol, and I refuse to fill it up in between now and then. Taking my sunglasses off was the worst idea I've ever had. But yeah, otherwise, Asda's only really good for soup deals. In fact, I don't really get that much from Asda, do I? No, I guess, no, Tesco's the one that's always out. Well, it's quite good at, like, toiletries. Tesco's good for toiletries and Crunchy Nut. Asda is only really good for soup. And then it's like pennies price difference between Sainsburys. So it's like hardly ever worth it. Like, in the case of, like, they'll have one thing on offer for the same price as they'll have another thing on offer. And normally Sainsbury's has the nicer thing. So it's not very often I get anything from Asda, but it costs nothing to walk over, does it? So living the dream, boys. Just go back to my car, pick up the rest of my bags and go. There's a lot of motorbikes out at the moment. Saying that, it's really nice weather. So it's really nice and warm still. It's actually too warm for this hoodie. I'm getting a bit toasty because I don't have shorts on or anything. I've just got me work clothes. So oh god. I'm looking here, look, for sweets, right? Obviously, Ben came back from holiday today, and brought back sweets as like a tax. That's what you do when you go on holiday. You bring back tax. And right, like, it's twice now someone's brought back sweets from America, and both times they've brought back cinnamon sweets. What's with cinnamon sweets? Is that a popular thing in America? Because cinnamon in a sweet is vile. It's sick-provoking. It's horrible. £26 pigeon, and I even got mince for the curry that I'll batch cook next week, and that was like £3.50 instead of £4, and I got some turkey breast chunks which was reduced. It was down to £1. How can I make it so that this is more secure? The floor to my boot. Because my car makes this knocking noise when it goes over bumps. And I have the sneaking suspicion it's that, but it also does it when it's heavy, when it's like when the boot's full. In which case it obviously can't be that, but then I think it's a different knock. And that knock is like the car hitting the exhaust, which is a possibility, like only when the suspension's pushed down. But I still think that the boot might like jump up when it goes over bumps and stuff. Having said that though, I was talking to Lewis about cars today at lunch, and like, because he was saying like he doesn't know what car he'd buy if he had to buy another one, and I was like, to be honest with you mate, like, I know we talk quite a bit about how like I prefer my car to your car or whatever, because he's got that nice Mazda, isn't he? But like, honestly, I love my car. There's nothing wrong with my car at all. It's beautiful. And like, no matter what anyone says, this is my favourite car in the world. It's beautiful. It's great. It's like a little puppy, you know? It's just like scampers about. It's like really excitable and just like scampers, but it's not necessarily quick. It's great. But anyway, £26 shop. Let's head off. Nearly rammed some woman off the road, didn't I, on the way home? Happy days. Oh dear. The roundabout that I always complain about is like it's got really bad lanes. What it is you come up to it and there's four lanes going up to it. The first two go left. That one goes straight on, like the third one, and the far right goes right. And what the far right one does is it goes from here. In fact, can I Google Maps? Right, here you go. You're gonna have to ignore the thing is, my mistake. There's 3 here, right? Okay. So I'm in this one here. This other person's here, the one on nearly round off the road, and there's this one. So it goes along, and as you can see from the lane markings, that this one goes off like that. This one comes into this lane here, this forward arrow there. Yeah. This one comes into the right arrow there. Yeah. So after this point, there's some lights, although they normally turn to green by the time you pulled through. And then here, look, you'll see this one. Can we get the lanes in? Can you just about make that out? Okay, look, see? Here, the lane marking goes like that. Off, right? There's no like half junction, so you can go that way. You go off in that lane. Off. So I'm in this lane, and I'm like, I don't like going in that. I always go in that lane, and I don't like being side by side with someone at that point. I always try and like whip in front of them or something like that. But Mr. Frugal Boy, saving thingy, and I don't want my shopping to thingy around. So I ended up pulling up. I was at this point here. I was neck and neck with this car. And we came around. She was not turning off here. She just joined this lane. And I just like headed towards that lane. I know what she was doing. I headed towards that lane. She looked at me like panicked. And I went, put my foot down and went round her. God damn. So hopefully she's learnt the lanes system around there. Hopefully. I did the same when I was first there. I didn't do the same actually. I accidentally went all the way around instead of thingy, because I didn't realise that lane swooped so aggressively across. It's quite an aggressive, like, from here all the way to the outside. It's quite an aggressive, like, 2 lanes appear on your inside, which is quite, like, steep. But yeah, when I first got here, I didn't realise that I was supposed to cross over 2 lanes instead of 1, and I ended up back on the motorway up northbound. Happy birthday. But yeah, like, I saw her. She was in the thingy lane. I saw she wasn't going to turn over, so I kind of like etched towards her a bit, made her panic a bit, and slow down. Made her panic and slow down, and then I was just like, I didn't carry on driving. So that was fun. I'm gonna put my shopping away now. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it a night. I've packed away all my stuff, all my shopping, made my sandwiches, got that all in the fridge, ready to rock and roll, and I'm now going to go to bed. So I'm going to get you rendered, get you uploaded, and all that kind of good stuff, and I will catch you later.